Keep up.
This is Raven coming at you in the PTR patch 2.7.2 for season 25 testing. I definitely wanted to come in and show you these soul shards. My first look at them. This is crazy. Demon Hunter is going to be crazy for season 25. This is really neat. They kind of remind you of a Primo when you first find them. Just a little more dramatic. You got all these big red fireballs flying around. The big red beam. It's really nice. And they're not hard to find. Actually, I found most of mine in Rifts. I'm only level 28. I wanted to see how long it would take me to find all the gems just starting out at level 1. I got up to level 28. I got them all. Just doing rifts and opening up chests. You can find them when you open up your chest also in the rifts. Killing the rift guardians and the other bosses along the way. They drop pretty regularly. It won't take you long to find them. It's pretty awesome. Let's pick these up. Take a look at these soul shards. This is actually neat. And you got to unlock them. I actually got these all unlocked, but they'll have rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Unlocks at rank 1, unlocks at rank 2, and unlocks at rank 3. You got to find your Hellforge Ember. And all you do is take them. I got a lot of these unlocked. We'll do this one here. You use it like you would use your gift. To put a socket in. That's all you do. I got 2 there. Unlocked it to 3. And it gives you all the skills. And you'll have different skills on each one of them when you do unlock them to get exactly what you want to use. They're actually really neat. I wish we could keep them. But after the season ends in season 25, you won't be able to keep these gems. I wish it would go on through the game where we could have some new gems, especially something for your weapon, because the gems that we do have now, they're crap. We only use a few of the gems. Most of the gems that you get, you just keep in your box, and all I use them for in the regular season is to augment my gear. I'll level them up to augment my gear because they're just no good. We only use a few. It'd be nice to have some new gems, or even the existing gems that we have. Make them more powerful. Make them do something else, because we don't use them. You might use them, a few of them, for a support build, but that's it. I'd love to have these carry over. This is this is going to be a lot of fun. It's like your Aetheros. Such a good ideal. I just wish they would carry over, or we could have something, or even for our cube, a recipe for the primals or something, where we could reforge our primals, and because most of the primals that you find are crap too. They're just no good. Unless you get real lucky and find a good one. I have found a few good ones. But let's take a look at these soul shards. Let's take a look at the first one. Raymen of Pain. I already unlocked this, because before you unlock it, like this one's not unlocked, you'll only get a certain benefit. You won't get much until you unlock it, but it's really helpful. You get quite a bit. It's real helpful. But this one's unlocked. Raymen of Pain. Plus 281 damage. Lightning skills deal 53% more damage. Critical hit damage increased by 130%. Increased damage against elites by 24%. 29,961 life per hit. 38,754 thorn damage. When you critically hit an enemy, you increase the attack speed of all players by 5% for 5 seconds. Max 10 stacks. your critical hit chance is reduced by 15%. Attacks against incapacitated enemies are automatically critical hits. That's alright. This is pretty neat, these gems. This is going to be an awful fun season. Like this one here, Silver of Terror. Before you unlock it, your cooldowns are increased by 25% for every skill on cooldown. You take 12.5% reduced damage and deal 75% increased damage. That's crazy. You unlock it, like I said, they'll be different till you get exactly what you want. Use your Hellforge Embers. This one is plus 23 to life, plus 664 to armor. Reduce cooldown of all skills by 13%. Reduce all resource costs by 13%. 32% extra gold for monsters. Plus 48% experience. 4.8% at level 70. Plus 48% experience, that's nice. Your attack speed and critical hit chance are increased by 7% for each skill on cooldown. Your cooldowns are increased by 25% for every skill on cooldown. You take 12.5% reduced damage and deal 75% increased damage. It's not going to take me no time to get to level 70. I just I'll start walking through it with these gems. It's crazy. I got one in my helm, one in my weapon, and of course the gear is garbage. But I can walk through this with these gems. And then you got the Fragment of Destruction. This one can be put in your helm. And before you unlock everything, you get the benefit if you move unhindered through enemies. Each enemy you pass through will be marked by destruction for 7 seconds. Each marked enemy that dies removes 1 second from one of your skills on cooldown. If the mark of destruction expires before the enemy dies, you lose 2% of your maximum health as damage. Marks are not applied if you are below 35%, so you just won't outright and die. And then once you unlock it, of course it's going to give you all the skills. Oh, there we go. And this one can be put in your helm. Now you got 962 to strength, plus 23 to life, reduce cooldown of all skills 14.5, reduce all resource costs by 15%, 33% extra gold, 45% more experience. You move unhindered through enemies. Each enemy you pass through will be marked by destruction for 7 seconds. Each marked enemy that dies removes 1 second from one of your skills on cooldown. If the mark of destruction expires before the enemy dies, you lose 2% of your maximum health, as damage marks are not applied if you are below 35% health. And this one increase the duration of the mark of destruction to 10 seconds. That's alright. You get 7 of them. The Stain of Sin. This one can be put in a weapon also. And before you unlock it, you deal 25% less damage. You kill an elite enemy, you spawn a pool of blood. That increases the damage. Non-elite enemies receive by 250% and last 7 seconds. Of course, once you unlock it, you get major damage, 278 damage, increased attack speed 15%, critical hit damage increased by 136%, increased damage against elites 22%, over 28,000 life per hit, over 155 thorns damage. You deal 25% less damage when you kill a elite enemy. You spawn a pool of blood that increases the damage. This is going to be one fun season. I just wish we could keep the gems, the new gems, when the season ends, because most of our gems are garbage, like I was saying. And then you got the Dregs of Lies. Can be inserted into weapons with sockets. And like I said, you don't get much until you unlock it. They're really helpful when you first start though, because you do get benefits. Reduce the damage of enemies hit by 33% for 5 seconds. Damage you deal is reduced by 50%. You unlock it, plus 299 damage. Physical skills deal 67% more damage. Critical hit damage increase 132%. Increased damage against elites 22%. It's just crazy. And 28,000 life per hit, 39, 651 thorn damage. Reduce the damage of enemies hit by 33% for 5 seconds. Damage you deal is reduced by 50%. Each elite enemy slain with the damage reduction effect from this soul also reduces all your active cooldowns for 5 seconds. So like I said, they're different. You'll have to unlock them to get different effects. Of course, with the merchant, I can come over here and get them real fast. But the soul shards are easy to find. Just grab that.
Yes?
You can just, it's just a lot easier. But the soul shards are really easy to find. They're not hard to find at all. Drag supplies. Then you got the essence of anguish. And before you unlock it, every time you deal poison damage to an enemy, you increase your cooldown reduction, movement speed, and damage received by 5% for 10 seconds. Max 10 stacks. And if you take and unlock it, you get all the skills, all the benefits. This one is plus 279 damage, plus 32% damage. Critical hit damage increase 149% on this one. Increased damage against elites by 29,000 life per hit, 39,000 thorn damage. Your movement speed and cooldown reduction can be increased up to 15 times by dealing poison damage to your enemy. Every time you deal poison damage to an enemy, you increase your cooldown reduction. That's pretty neat. Movement speed and damage received by 5% for 10 seconds. Max 10 stacks. Wow. And then for the last one, Shard of Hatred can be inserted into a helm. And before you unlock it, you deal 15% reduced damage while you have 3 or fewer enemies within 25 yards. If more than 3 enemies are within the same distance, you deal 10% increased damage per enemy to a maximum of 100%. And like I said, when you unlock them, of course, each one's going to be different. This one's 25% life. That one's 23. They're going to be different until you find what you want. What's nice about it, you can continue to find them and get something that you really like. And it's going to be crazy. Season 25 is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, I just wish we could keep the gems permanently, because we definitely need some better gems. Because the ones we got, we only use a few. The rest are just, they're crap. But once you unlock this, you get all kinds of different skills, all kinds of benefits. Shard of Hatred, 25% life, reduce cooldown of all skills by 13.5%, reduce all resource costs by 13%, reduce damage from melee attacks by 15%, 33 extra gold, 41% experience. Killing a elite enemy pulls all enemies within 40 yards to where the elite died. You deal 15% reduced damage while you have 3 or more fewer enemies within 25 yards. If more than 3 enemies are within the same distance, you deal 10% increased damage per enemy to a maximum of 100%. This is going to be crazy. Demon Hunter is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a really interesting season, kind of like with the Ethereals. Such a good idea. I just wish we could keep the gems. Or they would do something with the cube for the primals or something. But we definitely need some other gems. But I definitely wanted to bring this to you. The first look at the soul shards. This is it's going to be an awesome season. I'm looking forward to getting into it and playing it. And I'm enjoying the PTR. It ain't going to take me no time at all to get to level 70 with these gems. But I definitely wanted to come in and share this with you and show you the soul shards and how to unlock them. Well, if the information was helpful and you enjoyed the information, give me a thumbs up. This is Raven. This is Raven out.